Hi guys, welcome back to Carry Yarn. This is Kat, your fearless leader. Well, not exactly fearless, because if spiders come crawling out of this thing, I'm out of here. If you haven't watched the Noob knitted cast on video, start there and get some stitches on your needles. If you're trying to start here, you're going to think that I'm pulling a fast one. The link is down below. Today I'm going to teach you the Continental style of knitting the knit stitch. Continental style is great for those of us that started out as crocheters and got ambitious, because the yarn is held in your left hand and you work with your right hand needle. Okay? Now, I've been told that the Continental knitting it actually improves your knitting speed, but as a noob knitter, let's get real. What you should be more concentrated on is actually learning how to knit and keeping your stitches on the needles. Am I right? Well, let's get started. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put the working yarn, which is the yarn attached to the ball, in the back of your left hand needle. Now, you can tension your yarn, and tension is where you keep the yarn tight enough to pull up a loop, but not so tight that you're not able to pull more yarn as you're knitting. Okay. Some people wrap it around their pinky. Some people go in and weave it in and out of their fingers. Some people hold it through gritted teeth and try not to put their foot in their mouth. Let's not go there. Okay. So we're going to go in like we did with the knitted cast on, and instead of wrapping the yarn around the needle, we're actually going to go in from bottom to top. Take the tip of that needle here, push down on that working yarn, and pull up a loop. Now, you're not going to pull anything up until the yarn is actually through this stitch. You're going to go in from bottom to top, take the working yarn, which is the yarn attached to the ball, make sure it's behind the left-hand needle, wrap it, push down on it with your right-hand needle, bring it through that stitch that's on the left-hand needle, and pull it off. Again, go in from bottom to top, push down on the working yarn, pull it off. Look, you're knitting. Your grandma would be proud. Go in from bottom to top, push down on that working yarn, pull up a loop. Let's get a little closer so you can see. In from bottom to top, push down on that working yarn, make sure that it's completely through that stitch on the left hand needle, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down on that working yarn, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down on that working yarn, pull it off. One more time. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down on that working yarn, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top. Remember that this needle is leaning up against the back part of that loop. You're going to take the working yarn, push down with the tip against the working yarn, push down so that you have a loop on the right hand needle, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, pull it off. Again, in from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, pull it off. Kind of feel like I should make a song. You go in from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. Yeah, no, let's not have Cat sing again. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, pull it off. In from the bottom, up through the top, push down, and pull it off. So, this is what knitting will look like. Now as you go, you're going to notice that with some fabric it rolls up from the bottom. Kind of looks like my jeans do when I'm looking down on them. Anyway, this is normal. What happens is that there's basically nothing to stop it from rolling up because it's the same orientation of fabric. You can actually straighten this out with a process called blocking. I will teach you how to block in another video, but if you like this video, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below. Catch me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, in my kitchen, eating Cheerios. And if you have any questions, send me an email. Hit me up, send me a message. I'll answer as quickly as I can. I hope you have a great day. Bye now.